Hi, I'm Peter Knight. I want to talk a little about the right hand and the right hand during the swing. When I set myself up at address, my right wrist is bent very slightly backwards when I'm holding the club correctly. If I hold the club incorrectly, and I see so many players holding the club with their right hand under here somewhere, then the right wrist is going to be out of position to start with. So if I'm holding the club correctly in the fingers of my right hand, I've got a slight bend backwards. As I swing the club during the backswing, my right wrist is bending a little bit more. When I get to about this point in my swing here, the toe of the club's pointed straight up in the air, and my palm of my right hand's pretty much facing straight out. As I continue to swing the club back to here, my right wrist is bent a little bit more, but it's only the movement of the swing that does that, and the palm of my right hand is facing, let's call it 45 degrees. It's near enough. When I get to the top of the swing, I've still got that same about 45 degree bend in my wrist, so I haven't tried to increase it or twist it. As I swing down, I'm moving pretty much through the same positions I covered in the backswing. So from here, palm of the right hand's facing out. Palm of the right hand's facing about 45 degrees. Palm of the right hand is bent at about 45 degrees and sort of pointed, not straight up, but pointed toward the sky a little bit. In the downswing, again, it's at about 45. Now the palm of my right hand's facing straight out. Now from here, and I'll turn around the camera, when I swing from here, as my body's turning, it's squaring my right hand. So I don't have to do anything with my right hand. My body movement is going to create that. That's not strictly true. There is some movement with the hand, but there's way less movement than what the majority of golfers try and create. Now here's the important bit. After impact, because my body keeps turning and my arm is straightening, my arm actually wants to turn that way. It doesn't want to go that way after impact. That feels like an unnatural movement. And even though the golf swing is probably not a natural movement, we want to try and incorporate elements that make it feel a little bit like it is. So when I swing through to here, now the palm of my right hand is facing 45 degrees down and back. So as the club's swinging through, and I'm allowing my hands to feel like they're rolling, my hand has gone from palm of the hand facing 45 degrees up and out here to 45 degrees down and back here. Practice that movement even with one club. If you're doing it with one club, just hold it very low on the grip to take the weight and stress off your arm and your wrist, and then just make that movement slowly, and you'll feel that it's actually the design of the golf club and the weight in the club head that is creating that movement and making your wrist roll. Your first thought is that when you hit a ball like this, you're likely to hit it way left. You may be pleasantly surprised to see that it goes arrow straight.